So, You Pick Noel. Whenever a sequel to a fighting game comes out, I always pick the new character. In Justice 2, I picked Cheetah, Street Fighter 5, I picked Laura, and so on. And this one is no different. So, of course, the first person I went to is Noel. Because he's cute. Look at her. Cute as a button. Well, that, and there's only like, 3 other new characters? And I'm not a Fate fan. As Noel, your job's to use your tools wisely and wait for an opening so you can punish these unholy thoughts. So, the first thing you're going to notice with Noel is the fact that her long axe. Wait, what is the name of this weapon? So, the first thing you're going to notice with Noel's pole arm is she doesn't poke. Like, seriously, you would expect a person with a spear type weapon to poke, but she doesn't have a poke. The closest thing she has to a poke is her crouching medium, but she does a anti-air before she does the poke. And oh man, do not get me started with her neutral C. It's dang near identical to her crouching C. Look at this. You can barely tell which one's which. And to make even things worse, since they're so low to the ground and those are her longest reaching moves, it's kind of hard to catch combos with her, because there's a good chance you may whiff it since they're so low to the ground. But with that being said, if you do catch these combos, she is going to destroy you. Noel has a projectile called Black Keys, which is an extremely flexible tool against any matchup. It is safe on block, it ignores projectiles, the EX version can do combos, and with additional inputs, she can short hop into another projectile or dash cancel, which allows her to pressure the crap out of you. But it only has 10 per round, unlike the other nun in this game with throwing projectiles. Like, why does she get to throw so many? But Noel only gets to throw 10 around. But unless you're spamming the crap out of it, you usually never run out. I tend to usually end up with 3 left every round. Luckily, she doesn't have rollover, or I'll be destroying people with that. Her next special move, she hops forward and comes crashing down with furious anger, which funny enough is called Heavy Punishment. But only the B and the Moon version are overheads. The A and C version, they're not overheads, which is really weird. You would assume that every single one's a overhead. Like, look at this. You telling me that's not an overhead? Come on, game. But with the B version, you can do a lot of things. It's a lot of combo potential, and they can even anti-air. If they're in the air, the short harp turns into a shoulder bump, which allows her to combo extend, which is crazy, like, really? But it doesn't shoulder bump you if they're on the ground, so it only works if they're in the air. Her heavy thrust, which will be the closest thing to a poke in this game, is pretty useful. On hit, it brings them closer, but on block, it pushes them away, which makes it safe on block, because without that, she would definitely get punished. But this is really good in combos, because the light version with the additional attack, you can follow up with the EX Black Keys and then dash cancel right into a combo. Same with B deals more damage, but it's kind of harder to combo into. The Moon version is actually a starter and can lead into other combos. And the EX version does a wall bounce, which also helps do early combo damage. Noel's final move is called Noel's Somersault, and oh my goodness, at first I really disliked this move, mainly because it has the down attack motion, which just usually means for DPs. And you know, usually on wake up, DPs are like one of the best things ever. Wake up DP helps a lot, but this move does not do that. This move is not a DP. You can get punched out of this extremely easy. The only one that is like a wake up DP is the EX version. So yeah. Everybody else has a regular DP. She don't. She has to waste meter for hers to work. Where everybody else can just do the medium version and bam, reversal. So yeah, I didn't really like it at first like that. But when you use it correctly, it's really good. So yes, it can be used as an anti-air, but you cannot use it as a wake up. But it has a good hitbox in the air, so it can take a lot of people out of the air. And then the light version is chargeable, which makes it an overhead. So in the middle of a combo, if you know your opponent loves crouch blocking, you can just, in the halfway through your combo, just do down, Noel's Somersault, hold it, and it's an overhead. And with that also being an overhead, it also extends into a combo. Her super Time to Repent is a really good move. It has great range because she runs at you, it ignores projectiles, and can combo almost off of any attack. I think the only one I saw that I couldn't combo it off of was her Moon version of Noel's Somersault. But other than that, it goes well with almost every attack. And side note, it's a really good looking special. Like, I love the animation, the way the blood splashes on the comic strips, and then at the end how she just stabs the crap out of them. It's a really animated super, and I love it. And I really couldn't find a way to combo into her Heavenly Trinity, which is her last arc. I've only really found it for one character. It's really hard to combo into these, but you all know, just shield, catch them, and all of them do the same amount of damage, so there's really not that much to talk about for last arcs. When it comes to last arcs, I already did a rate to super, so you can go ahead and check that out right here so you can see how I describe everybody's last arc. Noel is a baffling character for me. You would think with that pole arm that she would be one of those poking characters with good reach, but she barely has any poking attacks, and then her heavy attacks are swinging low to the ground, which makes it hard to even combo for sometimes since she has really low hitting normals, which leads to people who are unexperienced with her dropping and whiffing combos. But her close range pressure game is ridiculously good with those black keys, and with the normals being low hitting, they are extremely disjointed where she steps back with her neutral C. And she definitely makes up with this with punishment. She can punish you into any combo. Almost everything can lead into each other. So once they mess up, she can easily punish them with any attack leading to anything. Her heavy thrusts looks like they reset you back on the ground in the middle of the combo, and the same thing with her auto combo. It's a good hitbox and it resets the body. All in all, once she gets started, your opponent's gonna know this L. Hey, it's Slick Tactics, and special thanks to Ignit Rizzy and Insavian. This channel is on its way to somewhere great thanks to this community's generosity. If you'd like to support what I do and make this channel even better, check out my Patreon. I have lots of goals and rewards in store, so stay tuned.